Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So today we get to take a look at the 2025 Ford Escape. This is an ST line. It's finished off in vapor blue metallic. MSRP is just over $32,000. I believe that this is the last model year for the Ford Escape, and this is one step up above the base model. So let's take a look at what this has to offer. Underneath the hood, you will find the 1.5 liter EcoBoost 3-cylinder engine. It's paired to an 8-speed automatic. Pumps out 180 horsepower, 199 pound-feet of torque. That power is sent to the front wheels for this model, weighs in around 3,300 pounds. 0 to 60 can happen in 6.5 seconds. And then as far as fuel economy goes, you're looking at 27 miles per gallon in the city and 34 out on the highway. Now, as we take a look at the exterior styling, you'll notice this model has a combination of some chrome accents. There's gloss black too, brushed accents in the lower section. There's also parking sensors, the sensor for the distance pacing. There's some trim accents on both sides, LEDs for some of the lighting up front with a nice thin housing, and then some lines that come down the hood to give it a great look. Now, as we work our way to the side, you'll notice there's plastic in the lower section of the front bumper. It works its way to the fender arches. It's also in the lower side skirt there. Really nice set of wheels for this model. There's the ST line too, and then we have some plastic for the mirror caps. No sunroof for this model, but we do get roof racks, and then the window trim is blacked out too. Now in back, there's a body colored spoiler along with a third brake light. Wiper blade is in the lower section. There's a backup camera, all of the parking sensors, even a dual exhaust too. Now you can use the button on the key fob or the button up underneath to open up the power liftgate, where with this smaller size, you still have a lot of space. Underneath the floor, there is a spare tire and additional storage if you need to use it. And then you can fold down the back seats if you need a little bit more space. And there's only one button up top that you can use to close that liftgate. Now, as we enter, pretty simple door panel. There's some matte black accents, one speaker, and a little bit of storage. And then this is the release in order to fold the seat down. So you can get a look at what it's like with that seat down, and then you can easily lock it into place. And at 5'10", I have a good bit of space. Now these seats do move forwards and backwards, so you can get some more legroom or more storage in the back if you need it. There's one cargo net there. You have air vents with some auxiliaries down below. These seats do recline, and I have a good bit of headroom too at 5'10". You have the armrest with cup holders, and then that cargo window there that you can use to see around this pillar. Now up front, door panel has lock and unlock, really neat carbon fiber-like trim accents. There's the window controls, side mirror adjustments, some more storage, and you do get a power operating driver's seat. And then as we start this up, there's solid and perforated leather for the steering wheel with the flat bottom design, all of the red accents. Cruise control settings are on the left, along with distance pacing and volume, and then you have adjustments for the gauge cluster where it can go through some of this information. It's not a ton of info, but it's nice that you can set all of this up just depending on what you'd like to see while you are driving. Now there's a liftgate release, headlight adjustments, dimmer switches, and one air vent. And then with the infotainment system, you have quite a lot that you can go through. This is the home screen where you can easily get into settings, so you can set this up, and you have a split view. So it is going to show more info on that right side. There's also features that you can get into, and then apps. So you can pull up Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Everything in the lower section is fixed for your temperature, your fan speed, where you'd like the air to go. More of that carbon fiber-like trim accent underneath that. There's air vents, power and volume, and you do get a few different driving modes. So you can go through these depending on the throttle input that you would like. There's defrosters, engine start stop, and then you do have some driver assistance that you can get into. You have a lot of storage with some auxiliaries. There's 2 cup holders, and then twist on the rotary dial, put this into reverse, where you have a few different angles. There's also drive and a low range gear. There's auto hold in the e-brake, a little bit of storage, plenty of storage in the armrest, along with the glove box. And then rear view mirror, dome lights, and even a sunglass holder too. And then here's a look at visibility from the driver's seat. It's a small vehicle, but it is easy to see in both directions. And we are in sport mode. Here we go. And mild acceleration, we're up to speed. So again, it's got a good bit of power for the smaller engine here for the 3-cylinder, but you can go with a 4-cylinder. in some of the higher trim levels, you can also go with all-wheel drive too. So you can get the ST line with all-wheel drive or front-wheel drive, just depending on where you live and which suits you best. But this is what it's like to be behind the wheel for probably the last model year for the Ford Escape. And I think it looks really nice. We have a lot of 25-year model Fords that have this newer screen here, so they all have a relatively similar looking interior for this year, which is nice. I was just in the Bronco Sport too, and we have the same screen, so it kind of gives you a nice vibe across the lineup and what they have. But super solid vehicle. There's really not much else to say. From my mom's ownership experience, I really haven't heard her mention any complaints with it. It's a good daily commuter. She drives it mainly in the city, some highway here and there. So it's definitely a great smaller size vehicle for parking lot situations, even doing a turnaround like that. But it still offers plenty of space to pack in some items and just use it as a utility type vehicle, again, just on that smaller side. But that is going to wrap it up for the 2025 Ford Escape. Once again, a huge shout out to Mooresville Ford for providing this SUV for me today. Take a look at their website, give this video a huge thumbs up if you enjoy it, and consider smashing that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with our daily uploads. I will see you all in the next video.